Welcome, seekers of ancient wisdom, to our exploration of November, a month shrouded in mystery, introspection, and profound transformation. As autumn deepens and winter approaches, November invites us to embrace the quiet darkness, to reflect on the passing of time, and to prepare for the inward journey of the cold months ahead. In this journey, we'll uncover the esoteric and mystical symbolism of November, delving into its historical roots, spiritual meanings, and deeper layers of meaning. Together, we'll explore how this month calls us to confront the shadow aspect of our lives, honour the wisdom of darkness, and prepare for rebirth and renewal. Let us step into the quiet of November, where cycles of life and death converge, and where transformation is ready to unfold. The name November comes from the Latin word novem, meaning 9, as it was originally the 9th month in the Roman calendar. Though it no longer holds that position in the modern calendar, the name persists, connecting us to the ancient rhythms of time. Historically, November has been a month associated with the deepening of autumn and the approach of winter. The harvest has been gathered and the energy of the earth begins to turn inward. This was traditionally a time to prepare for the cold months ahead, a time to store food and make sure that necessities for survival during the winter were secure. In many ancient cultures, November was seen as a time of reflection and remembrance. The ancient Romans celebrated the festival of the dead, the Parentalia, a time to honour ancestors and the departed. This focus on honouring the dead, on reflecting on the cyclical nature of life and on preparing for the darkness of winter, resonates with the esoteric themes of November. The ancient Celts, with their reverence for the cycles of nature, also celebrated November as a time of transition, a moment to prepare for the winter and the quiet months of reflection. The theme of death or the end of a cycle was seen not as an end, but as an integral part of the natural order, making way for rebirth and renewal. Esoterically, November is a month deeply connected to the energies of death, transformation, and rebirth. As the earth moves into the quiet dormancy of winter, we are reminded of the cyclical nature of life. In the spiritual realms, November is seen as a time when the energy of death and rebirth is most palpable, when we confront the shadows of our own lives, and when we prepare for the new growth that will eventually emerge from the darkness. The darkness of November holds a powerful wisdom, a wisdom that teaches us that death is not an end, but a transition. In many mystical traditions, death is understood as a necessary part of the cycle of life, a process that makes way for new beginnings. Just as the trees shed their leaves and the earth grows still in preparation for winter, so too must we shed the old, release what no longer serves us, and prepare for new growth. November also invites us to reflect on our own mortality, to embrace the mysteries of death and the unknown, and to honour the cycles of nature and life. By doing so, we gain a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of all things and the constant flow of life and death that shapes the world around us. November is a month ruled by two powerful signs, Scorpio and Sagittarius. Scorpio, the water sign ruled by Pluto, governs the first part of the month, bringing its deep transformative energies to the forefront. Scorpio is associated with the mysteries of life and death, the hidden realms of the unconscious, and the transformative power of rebirth. During Scorpio's reign, November invites us to confront our inner shadows, to seek truth, and to let go of what no longer serves our higher purpose. Scorpio's energy is one of deep introspection and transformation. Under Scorpio's influence, we are called to explore the hidden aspects of our lives, the parts as to which we may have been avoiding, the wounds that need healing, and the deeper layers of our psyche. This is a time to face our fears, confront our darkness, and embrace the transformative power of change. As the month progresses, the energy shifts to Sagittarius, a fire sign ruled by Jupiter. Sagittarius brings a burst of expansive, optimistic energy, focusing on growth, wisdom, and philosophical exploration. Sagittarius is the seeker, the truth seeker, and the adventurer. Under Sagittarius' influence, we are encouraged to look ahead with hope, to expand our vision, and to embrace the wider truths of the universe. The transition from Scorpio to Sagittarius is one of transformation into new possibilities, from deep introspection to expansive exploration. November is a month rich with rituals that honour death, transformation, and the wisdom of the dark months. One of the most significant practices is honouring the ancestors. The veil behind the worlds, or between the worlds actually, is thought to be thin during November, making it a powerful time to communicate with the departed, to seek their wisdom, and to honour their presence in our lives. Setting up an ancestor altar with candles, offerings, and symbols of the departed can help facilitate this connection. Samhain, which begins at the end of October and extends into early November, is one of the most important festivals for honouring the dead. This festival is rooted in the belief that during this time, the boundaries between the physical world and the spiritual world are thinnest. People engage in rituals such as divination, candle rituals, and offerings to the dead, acknowledging the cycles of life and death, and reflecting on what needs to be released in order to make room for the new. Another powerful ritual for November is the practice of letting go, whether it is writing down old grievances, fears, or past experiences, and then releasing them into the flames, or journaling about what no longer serves our growth. This is a time for releasing old patterns and preparing for a rebirth of the spirit as the energy shifts towards the winter months. November is also an ideal time for deep meditation and reflection, particularly meditation on the themes of transformation and the cycles of life. Visualization practices where you imagine yourself shedding old layers or walking through a symbolic death and rebirth process can be profoundly healing. November's symbolism runs deep in mystical traditions. The dark of the month teaches us about the wisdom of darkness, the importance of the unseen, and the power of introspection. Darkness is often viewed with fear or negativity, but in esoteric traditions, it is a space for creation, renewal, and spiritual insight. Just as the soil is dark before it produces new life, so too does the soul require periods of darkness and introspection before it can grow. This is the time when the earth rests in preparation for new growth, quiet, still, and yet full of potential. In many spiritual practices, the dark period is seen as a fertile time for inner work, for planting the seeds of future growth, and for gathering wisdom that will emerge in the light of spring. In alchemical traditions, November's energy represents the Nigredo stage, where the soul undergoes dissolution and transformation. The Nigredo stage is the stage of blackening, where all that is old and outworn is broken down to prepare for renewal. This symbolic death is necessary for spiritual enlightenment and rebirth. November teaches us the power of transformation, the importance of honouring death as part of the natural cycle, and the wisdom that comes from embracing the darkness. It reminds us that death is not to be feared, but understood as an essential part of life's cycle, necessary for the creation of new beginnings. Spiritually, this month invites us to release what no longer serves us, to reflect on the mysteries of existence, and to prepare for the rebirth that will come with the light of spring. November asks us to trust in the cycles of nature, to surrender to the process of change, and to honour the darkness as a space of profound potential. Quite a word salad there. As we conclude our exploration of November's esoteric symbolism, let us carry with us the lessons of transformation, introspection, and renewal. November is a time to embrace the mysteries of life and death, to honour the darkness, and to prepare for the new growth that will emerge when the time is right. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the mystical depths of November. If you found this exploration enriching, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the spiritual and esoteric traditions that guide our lives. Remember, November is a time for reflection, release, and spiritual preparation. Honor the darkness, trust the process, and embrace the wisdom that comes from the unseen. Until next time, may your path be filled with transformation, wisdom, and the quiet strength of the darkness. Thank you very much.